I thought I had watched a bunch of videos on how you could make your own rabbit cage. And most rabbit cages, a decent size, are maybe one section of this. I think this is about 12 inches. Well, actually, it's probably bigger. Let's see, this square here is probably about 18 inches, so I would guess that, yeah, it might be 12 to 18 inches this big. That's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those, so it might be 12 inches. This wiring is actually made for storage units, that you can get this wiring anywhere to make little cubes for your closet or whatever. But most rabbit cages are about $100, and they're only maybe about this big. And you probably may not have levels in it. So I watched a bunch of different videos, and I thought this would be cool to build and be a project, a family project. And it ended up being a huge condo. And it started off where Boo was only about 3 pounds, so built the bottom base. The bottom base is about, I would say, there's his panels down there. Those are little 99-cent vinyl floor tiles. And there's 2 of them, so it's probably 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's a 2 by 4. And this bottom box here, the wood was the most expensive thing of making his condo. And then I thought, well, this from all the videos that I'd watched, they made a base, they put this frame on, and I thought, well, you know, it's going to be heavy. If he wants some sun or he wants to go outside, I should put some wheels. So he has little caster wheels, so they can actually, it can move around easily to clean underneath. And it's all attached with screws. And these frame things, or these wires, are inside instead of outside, just so that he couldn't push it and try to get out of it. This little dustpan and brush was from the dollar store to sweep up his little pellets and put it in here. And this thing is connected with different little what do you call these? They have black and white ones and clear ones, but they also had these colorful ones where a lot of times the people would use them for electrical wiring. So that's what we did. Each piece is connected together with this type of plastic. Now, from the videos I watched, it said that most times the bunnies wouldn't chew on it. However, Boo likes to chew. And so he chewed off a bunch of pieces. And so for the door, we got these little dog snaps to keep his door open and closed. And to keep the door on, because he was eating the plastic, chewing the plastic. He wasn't eating it, he was just chewing it off. I got these metal little clips. So that's this top part here, second one here, and these still seem to be doing okay. So he actually now will hop out there, hop out onto the floor down here. So it started off as this 2 by 4 one level with his litter box and his grass. He's chewing on some grass right now. And then he was too little to get up to the next level. This next level is sitting on these little dowels right here to keep that, because he wasn't that heavy and he didn't expect to get heavier. He's actually quite larger than what we had originally thought. So I made these little ramps for him. And these are little door hinges, so it actually can lift up if we need to clean it. And because he was so little, and he was afraid at times to get up. But eventually he would get up there. We put his food and water there so that would stay clean. And then we had a bigger box that he actually ate through a couple of different boxes. He's not chewing these boxes. He actually seems to be chewing less now, and I don't think he's a year old yet. I'd have to go back and look. But as he started getting bigger, we realized that he would just jump from here down. And that's, like a foot. So I built another level. This system was actually always made to be 2 to 3 levels high. But because he was so little, we didn't do it. So it was actually open up on top, which a lot of the videos say you could just leave it open on top because most rabbits won't jump out from the top. But Boo would try to do his own thing, and he actually, I think he would go on his hind legs and actually push up on the top. So I ended up eventually having to tie this top down. And it is a little bit harder to clean, get the box out. But anyway, so I did another level. And this was actually really made to be 4 levels. So the first one we did had 2 of these. And at that level, he was still small enough where I could put this shelf here. And this was high, actually high enough until he started getting taller and started pushing out. So then I had to add 1 more of these cubes. But then we realized he could stick almost his whole body out of this hole when he was little. Now he just sticks his head out of this hole. So kept adding to this condo. This is extra wiring that I had to put in because he actually could slip through. And what was interesting was this, there were 2 sets of these boxes to make these crates. Part of these crates have small holes, which is great because he couldn't get out of that. But some of the parts had larger holes. Look at the difference between, like 4 of these could fit, it's kind of hard to see it that way, could fit in 1. So here's 1 little one, here's 1 big one. So you have to make sure that when you're having a small bunny, you put the small squares all on the bottom areas when they're little. And as they get bigger, if you run out of those small squares, you buy some extra wiring and wrap that wherever he would try to stick his head out. So we went to 2nd level, and then eventually we had to go to the 3rd level because he got so much bigger and he was being more active. But because now he could actually jump, he actually now can jump up and over, down between this higher level. And he doesn't seem to have a problem with that, so I didn't build another walkway. He does actually use it at times, but it's not that big of a deal. And a lot of the books and things like that say that, for the most part, bunnies jumps, so he's totally fine. This piece of wood is, or it's actually not wood, it's just paper towel cardboard, is there to try to keep that box up there and keep that box clean, because down there he tends to mess and things like that, and so I want to keep a clean box. And then here's a homemade toy made for him that has lots of chewy, here's these popsicle sticks from the dollar store, and just make holes and stick it in there. He usually chews it up and tears it up pretty well. All good for his teeth. And so he has this litter box. Every time we go to Costco or any of those large stores, they give away these cardboard boxes for free. So I would suggest you get a bunch of these boxes. If you can get one that's 2 feet or as large as the bottom part here, it's kind of hard when you're there. You're kind of guessing which is a big enough box. And his little, this is actually a dish pan that goes in a sink. They sell that for $1 at the dollar store too. So I get that, put it in this box, and it kind of helps bring the mess down. Then every day we just sweep up his pellets, throw it in the box, or throw it in the little litter box just to kind of keep it clean. And then every 5 to 7 days we'll change his litter box up. And in the back part you'll see he has a little rack. I tried different racks. He ended up, I had a little basket in the corner that was open on top, and he kept hopping in the basket, and then he would pee and do his stuff in the grass. And I want to keep the grass clean because rabbits need to have, especially older rabbits, actually all rabbits, when they're little they can eat alfalfa grass, and when they're older you don't want them to get fat, which I didn't know until I started reading about it, that they need to have Timothy hay grass. So that's what's up there. And so he loves that. He can do his business and then he can munch at the grass. I also put it in paper towel rolls or toilet paper empty rolls so that he can play with it and try to get it out of the middle. And so that's some fun for him. All right, so there he goes. He has a little salt lick, which sometimes he licks, but actually he's pretty comfortable bunny. I'm sure other people, I've seen other people where they give their bunnies a whole room by themselves. Our bunny's pretty social, so this is in our living room area. There's one of our chihuahuas. Hi, Makana. Hi, Makana. And